was a man of many paths. Freedom fighter, politician, merchant, industrialist, and a newspaper magnate. But more than anything else, he was a warrior for the freedom of press, whose frontiers he fearlessly defended and pushed, often at enormous cost to himself. His mission as a newspaper publisher was to empower the citizen, uphold his right to know, and to make all those in power and authority accountable to the people, a mission that he carried out with unflagging, if sometimes excessive zeal. I am speaking about the newspaper baron Ramnath Goenka. Ramnath Goenka was born on 3rd April 1904 in Darbhanga, Bihar. Ramnath Goenka was only 6 years old when his mother died. His aunt adopted him, who was a widow. She was the widow of Basant Lal Goenka, who died in the year 1901. He had left several estates and a large business to look after. Thus, Ramnath Goenka, who was adopted by his aunt, became the owner of a large estate and business. He completed his schooling in Varanasi. After his graduation, he joined the business of his maternal uncles Babu Prahalad Rai Dalmia and Babu Sangramal Dalmia in Calcutta and was sent to firm of Sukhdev Das Ramprasad, the largest Indian business dealing in yarn and piece of goods. In 1922, he moved to Madras as an agent for Sukhdev Das Ramprasad on a salary of Rs 30 and took shelter with a family named Chowdhury, which hailed from the village near to his native Mandava at 23rd Periyar Naikar Street. Subsequently, in 1925, Goenka entered into business partnership with Murli Prasad Mohan Prasad of Hyderabad, India. Their business was as piece goods merchants in Madras and it continued until around 1932 to 1933. In 1926, Goenka was nominated as member of Madras Legislative Council by the governor. Goenka joined the Bombay Company Limited as chief salesman, a post he held till the end of 1936. He was also keen in horse racing in his younger days. He gave up this pastime in 1935 to 1936. In 1934, he bought shares in a local company that owned the Indian Express newspaper. 2 years later, he took over the company and began to build a national network and eventually included 14 editions of the Indian Express, making it India's largest English-speaking daily and 6 other newspapers in many Indian languages. In the 1930s, Goenka was associated with Gandhi and the Indian freedom struggle. In 1934, at the age of 30, inspired by Gandhi's call for national newspaper, he acquired shares in Indian Express. Ramnath Goenka established the Indian Express in the year 1936 and in the year 1941, Goenka was elected the president of National Newspaper Editors Conference. Subsequent to this, both Ramnath Goenka and Indian Express frankly challenged the British Raj. Daily Tej in the year 1948 partnered with Ramnath Goenka to issue the Indian News Chronicle, English daily, from New Delhi. After the demise of Lal Deshbandhu Gupta, Goenka changed it as the Indian Express. He was an adolescent nationalist and self-appointed Congress Quartermaster General during the 1942 movement, supplying explosives to the Quit India revolutionaries underground and printing extremist literature for publicity at India and abroad. He had access to people like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, C. Rajagopalachari and all the post-independence greats such as K. Kamraj, Jayaprakash Narayan and Indira Gandhi, none of whom hesitated to exploit his grit and ingenuity. The Indian Express became a voice against British rule and went on to become the largest English national daily. As a response to Quit India movement, the British India Gags Order on Press, the Indian Express ran a piece, Art Strings and Purse Strings, where Goenka announced the shutdown of the newspaper and declared, "We cannot publish news relating to our leaders, to the Congress movement or relating to anything, not even the facts which vitally affect the community unless it is contained in a government communique or in the report from our registered correspondent blessed by the district magistrate. It would be nothing less than a fraud on the public for us to send out a paper containing just that and nothing more. The hard fact of the situation is that if we went on publishing, the Indian Express may be called paper but cannot be called a newspaper." In 1971, Goenka was elected to the Assembly from Madras on Congress party ticket and served one term. He did not actively participate in the proceedings of the Assembly, although he did make an important intervention relating to taxation of newspapers. On 9 September 1947, he made an important intervention regarding entry 88 and 88A of the draft constitution, which deals with levy of tax on the press. He criticized its inclusion and argued that no other constitution contained an entry for taxing newspapers. Goenka continued heading the Indian Express after independence. A day after emergency was imposed, the newspaper published 2 blank columns in its front page as a mark of protest. It went on to successfully challenge the pre-censorship order of Indira Gandhi in 1976. Thereafter, it was critical in bringing to light the impact of emergency on institutions and public life. R. Ramakrishnan, who used to work with Goenka, was also acclaimed by Jayaprakash Narayan for arranging meetings to oppose the emergency. In 1975, reportedly in retaliation for enthusiastically supporting Jayaprakash Narayan for Prime Minister, Goenka and the Indian Express were among the most harshly penalized during the national state emergency imposed by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. As soon as censorship was lifted, Goenka's newspapers published a series of exposés on forced sterilization, mass resettlements of extreme poor, widespread corruption and political arrests. These reports were a key factor in the defeat of Indira Gandhi in 1977 and the rise of Janata Party. When she was re-elected in 1980, the Indian Express was submerged with tax and property violation notices. A truce was called when she was assassinated in 1984 and her son Rajiv Gandhi succeeded her. However, in 1987, Goenka's newspaper resumed criticism of the government with allegations of nepotism and corruption. His stinging editorials and cartoons about Rajiv Gandhi were largely credited with securing election victory of VP Singh in 1989. A bitter relation between the business tycoon Dhirubhai Ambani and Ramnath Goenka is also remembered till date. The critics of Goenka believe that his obsession towards politics was a fire which moved the newspapers from Indian Express Group on burning trade. Goenka had an arranged marriage with Bungi Bai at a young age. The couple had a son Bhagwan Das Goenka and 2 daughters Krishna Kaitan and Radha Sontalia. Bhagwan Das Goenka was later to take over his father's business. However, he died suddenly of a heart attack in 1979, leaving a wife and 3 daughters. The absence of a direct male heir caused Ramnath to decide to adopt his grandson, Vivek Kaitan, son of A.M. Kaitan, and his wife Krishna. The adoption was acknowledged by other members of the family, but a bitter property dispute nevertheless broke out among them after Ramnath Goenka died in 1991. An out-of-court settlement was finally reached in 1995. By this settlement, Saroj Goenka and her daughters received the ownership of prime property in Mumbai and Delhi but lost control of Indian Express. The newspaper was divided into 2 separate publishing entities, one controlled by Vivek Goenka and the other by his cousin Manoj Kumar Sontalia, son of Radha Sontalia. Vivek Goenka received the ownership of Mumbai-based Indian Express Limited, controlling the 7 North Indian editions. Manoj Kumar Sontalia received the ownership of Chennai-based The New Indian Express, controlling 9 Southern Indian editions. Ramnath Goenka died on 5th October 1991 in city of Mumbai after suffering from prolonged illness, leaving behind a rich legacy of responsible journalism. Every year, the Ramnath Goenka Memorial Foundation presents annual Ramnath Goenka Excellence in Journalism Awards. These awards recognize outstanding journalistic contribution and are considered prestigious in journalism community. India Today magazine had named him one of the 100 people who shaped India. Cinematically, he was remembered for his role in exposing illegalities of Ambani-led Reliance Group. In Mani Ratnam directed 2007 movie Guru, which was based on the life of industrialist Dhirubhai Ambani, actor Mithun Chakravarti essayed the role of righteous newspaper baron Manik Das Gupta, which was inspired by the life and personality of Ramnath Goenka. Ramnath Goenka had a deep love for his nation and democracy. He built the Indian Express from the ground up and will forever be remembered for his commitment towards securing freedom of press. He always believed in what he felt was right and had an unshakable sense of purpose. We remember him as a pioneer of Indian press and media. As the Indian press and media continues to grow, so does his legacy.